We are in heaven. So we are in technological heaven. Good morning, everybody who has joined, and welcome to this live stream. We are conducting another one of our author interviews on TLB, the Literary Book Club. And today, the interview, your host is me. My name is Dr. Abhinav Atul. I am the versatile doctor. And with me is author Sharad Kumar. Sharad is not only the author of a recent book which is called The Sugarlake Tragedy, he is also the founding member, the founder of this excellent book club that is called TLB, the Literary Book Club. So, welcome, Sharad. Thank you for joining and thank you for giving us your time. And let us begin our today's session, and we begin with your brief introduction. So, please
Thank you,
tell us
Dr.
about yourself.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this special live interview, which Dr. Atul is hosting right now. I am grateful to him for conducting my interview. We are glad to have you join us today into this fantastic conversation as you dive in with me, Sharad Kumar, author of the Sugar Lake Tragedy, and also as a founder of India's biggest book club community with its headquarters on WhatsApp, display feed on Instagram, and live shows on YouTube. So, in this entire session, we'll be covering some fantastic topics and you will be getting some exclusive insights from me that you won't want to miss. So, let's get started. Grab a seat, get comfortable, like I am here, and feel free to engage in the chat. As I can see, most of you are already typing something. It's not visible to me from here, but soon it will be visible from my mobile. And your participation is always welcome. So, without further ado, Dr. Atul, let's get started.
Yes, we have already started. So the thing is, this is another thing that we should know, we should note, and everybody of you must know that this is the first time we have hosted an interview like this. We are simultaneously live on YouTube as well as Instagram. You can check us our the TLB YouTube channel and also on Sharad Kumar's official Instagram live, and you can send your chats either on YouTube or the Instagram. We are looking at all the chats, and we'll take questions if you have any questions. Moving on, first of all, since we are the title of this show is authors interview or author interviews, so let us begin with your journey as an author. Tell us about your book. This book, which is titled The Sugar Lake Tragedy. A little bit of a unique name. I have never heard a name something like this, a Sugar Lake Tragedy. But tell us what this book is all about.
First of all, let me tell you the genre of this book. It's the adult science fiction crime thriller, and it's, the central theme is pollution. I was actually allergic to pollution for a long time, so I decided, and in fact, it gave me motivation to write on this topic. And finally, I created a sci-fi, something very unique book, which you know. And what else you want to know? The book is written in the first POV. You are the main character of the story. Any person of any age, any gender, any religion, any country, any color, it will not matter until and unless, of course, you are an adult above 18 years of age. So you can say that for every person, the book is valid because I've written in such a, you can say, I've written in each and everyone's perspective, and the book deals with the effect, with the problem of pollution which we are having right now, but we are not so much focused on it. We are not actually dealing with it. Just now we recovered from corona, but we have not recovered from pollution yet. And the thing is, we actually don't know what the effects of pollution will come on us. Right now, many of us only know the effect of pollution on our body, on our planet. But when you read this book, you get to know how the effect of pollution is on the entire universe. And it's in the suspense, thriller, dark fantasy, dark comedy, dark, you can say everything is like that. So it's a unique, and I hope all my readers who will read in future, they will love it. So
Thank you for the detailed dive into your book and your psyche as you wrote it. And yes, it is a unique perspective to be the leading character in any book, any novel that we are reading. So first person POV, and I am the lead character. That is what I take from what you described just right now. And we have had a lot of questions and lot of comments saying, where did you get this motivation to write such a book? I think you have already answered this. Your motivation was, what we are doing as a human society. We just got out of the COVID pandemic. Then there was another health concern of public interest, the mpox. It was not as bad as COVID, not in the longest stretch, but still there are health issues all around us, and there is pollution and greenhouse gases and everything that people usually don't talk about. It is very nice that you have taken your time to talk about those issues.
There are two
Now,
aspects. First of all,
yeah.
let me tell you, I forgot to tell you the second aspect. The first thing was my allergy to pollution, and the second thing was I discovered something actually in the field of science. And this discovery was not carried out in a single moment of time. I took about 2 to 3 years from 2015 to 2018. I was continuously working on some theory of mine, but I couldn't prove it. And I wanted this theory to reach each and every person on this planet. And since I cannot prove it, and I used to write from my childhood, I decided to convert that theory into a book. And the motivation came from my allergy to pollution, so I united both the theories and converted into a thriller. So I hope when people will read my book, they will not only enjoy the book, but they will also get to know what I have discovered. And believe me, I discovered about 6 to 7 things when I wrote this book in 2021. And slowly, after a few 1 or 2 years, I discovered that scientists started discovering those things. And then in 2022, these topics started coming on Google. So still, not all the things have been discovered or proved yet, but at least out of 7 or 8 discoveries, 4 are still to left. So you will still get something new in my book, at least 4 new discoveries which has not been discovered yet. But I hope my readers will love it when they will read it carefully, of course.
So this book is not only science fiction; it has become science fact in certain ways. As
Yes.
you say, some discoveries which you have mentioned about in your book, they are actually getting discovered in the real world, and people are talking about it. The scientific community is talking about it. That is
Yes.
an impressive feat. And
Yeah.
while we are talking about your book and how you write it, what next? What is your next big project in the bookish community, as your life as an author?
Yes, sure. My next book is right now titled as The White Hole. It is actually a prequel to this book. Means the backstories from the book, from the line where it started. You can say a year behind this story. The story starts from the end of this book, but it is actually related to the story behind this book. What you can say is I have written almost 70% of it. 30% is still left, but I am waiting for my first book at least to get into the market for people to read it because unless and until you will read it, you cannot read the second part. So I am delaying it for a while, maybe 1 more year, and then I will publish my second book, The White Hole. It's not a science fiction. It's a crime. It's a crime thriller.
So we are moving from science fiction to crime thriller. A great and bold move, I think. So we have had a very interesting question from Vanshika. Vanshika says, "How many months did it take to write the book?" Thank you, Vanshika, for this question. And yes, Sharad, how many months did it take for you to write this book?
And I'll tell you, it's a very interesting one because to write this book, when I got the idea in my mind in 2018 after continuous thinking for years because I was looking for topics, but I was not able to get it. But once I got it, I disconnected my WhatsApp, I disconnected my Instagram, I disconnected my Facebook, everything. No, not social, not a single social media in entire 1 year. It took 12 months to write this book. And many people will say that why it took so much time. Some will say that it's because it was my first time. But let me tell you, it was not my first time. I wrote my first book when I was in college. About it took me 3 to 4 years. But after completing the book, I was trying to edit the book. And then I realized that after 10, 7 or 8 edits, I was not able to read the book. It means the book was not up to that mark. So I decided to start that book because if I cannot, I myself as a writer cannot read my book for 10 times, how will my reader read for even one time? That was the concept because I should enjoy it each and every single time while reading it. So then I decided to write something only when it matters. And then something came up and it mattered. And believe me, I have read it till 20 times and I still love it each and every time I read. I don't miss a single sentence because while writing this book for entire 1 year, I each and every sentence at least took me 2 to 3 hours. And you will guess, and I think you should know why. Because this book is written for each and every one. I had to write for each and everyone's perspective. If a girl is reading if a girl of 24 years of age, she is reading, then that line should be in a flow for her, as well as the same line should be as a flow should be in flow for a man who is of 35 years of age. So it's a common, you can say, common flow of line, but very unique. Means you will get to know when you read the book. Because if 10% are reading this book in a single room, believe me, each and every person will have a different journey and at least different ending too. Because there are lots of twists and turns, and it's not the same ending for each and everyone. It will be a different ending for everyone. At
Now,
least
this
it's
is a
everyone.
very, yeah, this is a very interesting perspective. On after writing a book, it is a matter of months or years to actually make the book polished enough that it can be presented to the people. We write books for ourselves, first of all. First of all, we have to love our own creation. Then only
Yes.
we can expect to release the book to a wider audience. That is very good to hear from you.
Yes, perfect. I love my book because I was allergic to pollution, and the pollution was the main theme of this book. So it's like it was a motivation for myself to write. I was not thinking about publishing it or earning money about from this book. I was writing it because I hated pollution that much, and I discovered something, and I wanted people to know about it. That was my main aim while writing this book.
And okay, moving forward to another question. Kriti asks, has your family read this book? And if yes, then what was their reaction?
My family, my father and mother, they didn't read this book because their English is not so good. But of course, my wife and my brother, they read the book and they told that it's very unique because nobody has read something like this. Because if suppose even my brother and his wife, they both read the book and they both had a different ending. And they were when they were discussing, they found that my brother was talking about a different storyline, and my brother's wife, she was talking about a different storyline. Because why? Because you selected a different path in the book. You get to choose your chapters in the book. For females, there are different chapters. For male people, there are different chapters. And at some point, for both of them, you have to choose an option which will lead to a different path in the book. So you might have to skip 3 or 4 chapters as per your gender, as per your selection of choice. That is the that was a difficult part also for me to create something like this because I wanted to create something which nobody has created till now.
Yes, this reminds me. There was a Netflix movie called Bandersnatch, uh, which that has a similar concept. When you ride drive the story forward. There are options in that Netflix movie. There are options. If you select
Actually,
one path,
your saying is right. There might be movies which have different options, but you try converting it into a book. Because if someone is reading a book, then giving them options in that particular way, that was a difficult part. That thing I know what you're talking about. I've not seen the movie that I've not seen that movie, but still converting that into a book, which is common for all gender, all age, that is the main, you can say, prospect of my book, which I want all the readers to focus on.
great. Before we move to the next topic of discussion in this interview, I would take one last question from Niranjani. Niranjani Sekar asks, if you want to recommend one book to read to everyone, what will that book be?
Of course, my book, because it's so unique that you won't get another in future. For the first time, you will feel that the science fiction is actually good. For the first time, you will feel that the topic of pollution is not so boring. Because I know, even for me, it was boring long ago. But then I made this boring topic into such an thrilling, adventurous one that you will love it. And all those people who have read it, believe me, not a single person has told me that they didn't enjoy it. And I hope everybody enjoys it too, like
Of
I do
course.
every time I read it.
I have actually ordered your book, but somehow it hasn't been delivered. It was supposed to be delivered today, and during this interview, I was supposed to have your book in my hand, but somehow Amazon has disappointed me.
Some other
On
order, about three or more people, they got cancelled their orders. I will check with my publishing house. I think there is some issue. I will try to rectify it within this week.
Oh, no problem, no problem. This happens. So there are comments on Instagram also. Dee's book corner. She says love the blend of genres in the book, and there is mm, dusk fire gleam. How much time did it take to write? Okay, we have answered this question.
Happens.
Again, there are a few things. Does the character names are relevant to the real life people in your life? D's book corner. This is the question you have. Does the character names in your book have any relevance, or are they relatable to your real life?
Actually, more than half of the characters are in real life. I will not disclose the names and I will not disclose who all are they because more than half of them are actual people with actual story, but I have blend them into my story.
Very nice, very nice. Now we have
There
a
are many people. There are many people in my book who are from different countries, and they are my friends in some way. So I actually developed this logic that I should select one person from many countries, one person from a lot of countries, so that if suppose someone is in Germany, someone is in Australia, someone is in Canada, they will be a character in my book. Then that will help in marketing. I developed this idea long before I started writing that I will put at least one person from major countries.
So this is something that I never even thought about. So having people represented from each country, of as many countries as possible. Yes, what topics you are dealing with are global. The issues are global. The issues of pollution and life-ending things, these are global things, and it is great that you have incorporated the international audience and international people in your characters. I'll love to actually go through your book as a whole, but let us move to the next topic of our discussion. So, now tell us about the book club. So, we are streaming live from the channel of this literally book club, and this was launched in August, and it has more than 600 members at this moment in such a short period. Now, what was your inspiration? How did you think about starting a book club all of a sudden?
First of all, as I told you that I wanted my book to reach as many people as possible. So I took about 100 copies of my book from my publisher and I started distributing it to people who actually read. So when I was in a particular city at a particular time, I got a text on Instagram that girl wanted to review my book. So I told her where was she. If she is nearby, then I can give her in person. Or if she is in a different city, then I can give her through Amazon. Then she told, then by luck you can say, I found out that she was about 4 to 5 kilometers away from my place. We met and I gave her about 15 copies and I told her to distribute it among her all genuine readers. Then slowly and slowly a few more texts came on Instagram from different reviewers and bookstagrammers that they want a copy of my book. So I gave a few of them more. Then I realized that I am giving the but I don't have my count. Whom I am giving the book? I am myself forgetting. So I created a small group on WhatsApp for my book, the Sugarlake Tragedy group. In that, whoever people who got my book, I started adding them and also created a criteria that if you want my book, you will have to join my WhatsApp group so that I can update you on any further steps. This led to creation of the group. And the girl, she was very active. She took all my 15 books, gave her to her very genuine readers. People started coming. There were 20, 30. It increased to about 40 to 50 people. When around 50 people came into my group and I had given them their copies, my book was out of stock on Amazon. And why it was out of stock? Because my publishing house was not able to print that much book in that particular month. So the group was silent. It was like so steady that I decided to add other authors too, because I wanted to see what all the books of other authors are there. I wanted to make my group lively. So slowly and slowly, we started adding other authors, me and my other members. When we started adding other authors, other bookstagrammers, other reviewers, other readers also started joining. So slowly and slowly, it turned into a group of 100 members. But then found that with so many members all texting at the same time in a particular group, it was not able to match the environment. Then I took my mobile. I opened WhatsApp and by mistake I swiped and found the community option. I didn't know what was the community option. But then I clicked on community, I imagined how it was going on with the app, and then I created this club. The literary book. That time the name was not there. I created the book club, and then we created 2 3 rooms. This slowly the people members started adding more than 150, 200. Then we had many community rooms. The creation of community started in the mid of August. I created my book club, small book club, in the mid of July. So you can see the club was created in the mid of August, and in 1 month we have reached, we are healthy and successful. You can say 600 members, active members, I believe, active members with 16 different community rooms at the moment. We have a event for each and every day of the week. On Monday, we have Instagram post competition. On Tuesday, we have YouTube competition. On Wednesday, we have debate competition. On Thursday, we have photography competition. On Friday, we have author of the week room, where each and every author will get one by one chance to join that room for 1 week, and they can promote their name, they can promote their books. Then on Saturday, it's book of the week, where authors can promote their book, highlight their book. Author of the week is for highlighting the book, author, and book of the week is for highlighting the book. On Sunday is this day, we are having this live interview. So this Sunday is fixed for interviews, author interviews, and it's running successfully because of so much events that are taking place simultaneously each and every day.
Yes, you are absolutely right. I joined this club maybe 2 weeks back, and I have previously been member of a few other clubs. But usually, what happens, there is a very small pocket of people who keep engaging. There are a few authors who are very interested in putting their book forward, putting their word forward, but mostly the group remains silent. The only thing that I found interesting in TLB is that there is such lively discussion going around in all the groups. There is, yes, author of the week, book of the week. There is you are hosting quizzes, and we have this lively author interviews, and we have I think we have two interviews every Sunday nowadays. So we are.
No, we have set a setup that at least there will be one interview and maximum 2 interviews, not more than two, not less than one.
Yes, still it is a very impressive feat to have such engagement and such high publicity and such high interactions in a book club in such a short time. So where do you think this book club is going? What do you think in the coming months and years will this book club grow into?
Before I continue this, I forgot to tell you one thing. I will tell you where this book club is going. In our book club, there are three main rules. Three main rules. And that is what has kept my book club running healthy. In all other clubs, these rules are not in use, I think. So the rule number one is nobody in our headquarters can text each another unless you know them personally. Because there are many people who came here just for marketing, and they start sending text to unknown numbers. So the rule number one states you cannot text to any unknown member who is not known to you personally on WhatsApp. And if you do that, you are removed from the community permanently. There is no coming back because rule number one violation has no second chances. Now, yeah, and people are following it actually. You can say right now there are 600 members, but 800 members joined. 200 members they left the community. Why? Because they did not like rule number one. Because they came here for promotion, and we don't need promotion. The goal of the community is to only and only know each other in this field. All the authors will be familiar with all the readers. reviewers, bookstagrammers, and the vice versa for the readers. We are not here doing any sort of marketing. You can promote your books, but you cannot market your books. That is the main thing. You can tell your readers that this is my book. Because in this field, people they are doing the separate promotion. If I as an author would have done my separate promotion for my book, I would not have been so successful because I would have reached 40 people, 50 people at most, like my book club was there. But when I started all the authors at one place in TLB, look where the group is today. Because for each and every author, there comes 20 or 30 readers. And right now, we have 120 authors in our community at WhatsApp headquarters. There are many more on Instagram. Believe me, some of them don't want to join WhatsApp. It's okay. But at headquarters, we have 120 authors. So that was the rule number one, very strict, no second chances. Rule number two, every person can enter the community in TLB for free. We don't have any subscription, any charges for joining the community. You can join here for free and be a permanent life and get have a permanent lifetime membership. But if you leave the community, you have the option to leave the rooms. You can leave in community. There are 16 rooms. You have the option if you are busy something. You don't want so many texts coming. You can go out of that room and then come back later, next day or another day or another week when you are free. But if you leave the community, then if you want to come back, earlier it was free, but now we have put a charge of 200 rupees fine because this has increased a burden on my managers. I have appointed 8 managers for managing the community and members going out of community and coming back again. That is increasing our workload. So for that only, there is 200 rupees fine, and then you can come back again. But for the first time, everybody can join here for free. Stay here as long as you can until the community thrives. That is the thing. And rule number three. This rule number three is not. It's just a request. And if you start violating it multiple times, then it comes into enforce. The rule number three states English is the main means of communication in the entire community. English, remember, not a single word from another language. Why we are doing it? Many authors they start complaining. Many readers they complain that Hindi is our mother tongue. We should keep it national language Hindi. We should keep it inside. But no, we have global members here. TLB is now no longer a national book club. It's an international book club, global community. We have more than 50 to 60 foreign readers and writers, even authors from US, Canada, Australia, Hong Kong. We have authors from those many places. And when they come to the chat and they see something in Hindi or in other language, they will feel very discomfort. So we have provided a common platform for the entire, you can say, people of the planet and considering we have considered that English is the most used language. So we have to use this rule number three if we have to make sure that the community will be like future forever. Now, coming back to your question, I forgot what was your question.
The question was, where do you see TLB going in the coming months and
Okay.
years?
Considering these three rules in mind, which are very must, I will say that this community is going to thrive and reach every corner of the planet because many foreign authors and readers they are enjoying it too, not just we Indians. Because for the first time they are also getting a common platform. There was not a single common platform in anywhere in a single language that is English. Many small book clubs are there in each and every corner of India. In Kolkata, you'll find some book club in Delhi, in Mumbai, but they are limited to that particular region. So I created a global community where not only Indians but only also foreign authors can join here. And in my community, authors from different language who have written a book in Hindi language, they can also join. It's not a restriction on those people. You can join, but you have to type and text all everything in English. You can post your links. When you open that link, if it is in Hindi or any other language, that is not an issue. On our mobiles, it should not show in any other language. That is the main thing. So I see this community going a very, very long way because 1 month ago we didn't have anything, not YouTube, not Instagram channel, just the WhatsApp. 15 days, 20 days ago we built the Instagram page. 18 days before we built the YouTube channel. And soon we are going to have a website of our own where all authors will have a profile highlight who want to be interested in that. And in that profile highlight, their everything and their books will be shown. Their people, general people, they can buy directly from Amazon there, Amazon link there, or they can buy directly from the author. I provide those options. Many authors they want people to buy directly from them, not from the publishing house, not from the social media apps like Amazon. They want people to buy directly from them so that they can give a signed copy like that. So I'm going to provide that medium also to all my authors here. So I see this rising to a very high, and let's hope.
And what are your plans for getting out of the headquarters, getting out of WhatsApp? Anything planned for the offline meets?
Offline means yes, we are. Let me tell you the backstory behind this. About a week ago or 2 weeks ago, I got a message from a very big award show. Means it's about an online award show. They texted me that join our awards competition. You will have to pay 5,000 rupees and then you will get the award. So I texted him back on Instagram. He texted me on Instagram that what will be the award. He told me that the award is a trophy. So I told him what else besides the trophy because I will not use this trophy and show it to everyone. Yeah, 50 to 60 people, they will only see. Nothing of use. He told, no, there is nothing. I told them, are you giving me offer of traditional publishing? They said no. I asked them, are you giving me any incentive money so that I can use that money to promote my book? They said no. You know, what's the use of joining your award show? If you are charging me 5 to 6,000 rupees for joining your award show to be a nominee, that is the main. Just to be a nominee, they are charging money. So that clicked my mind and it pinged me actually. So I started my own TLB and annual award show. In our annual awards, which will be held on anniversary of our community on 19th of July every year. So it will be held publicly in many of the major cities as I travel, maybe Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, Bangalore, Jaipur, so Pune. So these all are the major cities where the annual event will be held. And members who want to join, who want to be a nominee in my community of mainly the authors, they don't have to pay any money. Unlike those other scammers, I will say that is a complete scam, taking money from you from for just being a nominee. You in my community, you just have to do 1 minute job. Follow our official Instagram page, follow our YouTube channel, and follow our Instagram channel. That is the main thing. When you join these three things, you get entry to our annual award show. And the annual award show, there are many awards: best author of the year, best non-fiction author, best poet, top 10 members of TLB community, most honorable member of TLB, most valuable member of TLB, most social member of TLB. There are so many awards which I have started, and the rankings are stated in the annual awards room in our community. So the entry is free. You just have to follow 2 3 steps that we require so that we can promote our community also like this. And the awards, of course, there will be a trophy like those people are doing, but we are also keeping an incentive money so that the authors can use that money for promoting their books. And slowly, many publishing houses they are approaching me because I created this community. They are approaching me. They want me to introduce them to authors because they believe that me being a founder of TLB, if I introduce them to our authors, the authors will acknowledge it and they will join their publishing house. Right now, I rejected all of them that I'm not doing this sort of thing as of now. Let my community settle for at least 1 year, let our website be created. Then, if I find that your publishing house is good enough, then I will introduce you. And then, of course, it's not free for publishing houses and all. These people have been taking money from authors for so long. Now it's time to give them back. For everything is free, not for publishers and literary agents. Now, join our community. To ask any author, they will have to take subscription from our community, like 500 rupees per month or anything. I'm not kept it right now, but they cannot join it for free for them. Right now, everybody is joining, but they about a month or later, there will be restriction on them because you know I
Yes,
wanted to
yes.
create something new. That is it.
Yeah. No, no, no. The thoughts about the award show and making it so different from any other award show is very good. Even I have been contacted with a few people who just claim that give me some money and we'll give you some awards. Okay, what is this? This is nothing. This is just business. They are giving. There is no recognition for the award. There is just one plaque. There is one certificate. There is one mail, and you can have some pictures taken from it. There is no, though no recognition for that award. It is nothing. You're just going to a shop and buying a plaque or a trophy. So it doesn't work.
One more thing, many book clubs you will see that they are charging 5,000 rupees for author interviews, 500 rupees for author interviews, and 500 rupees for marketing and everything. In TLB, we are doing it everything for free. The authors, they can simply tell that, yes, I want to go for author interview. I have my event manager. She will allot the interview of the author with a member who is interested. So everything is free for the authors. All interviews are free. All your promotion is free. In fact, we are carrying out the promotion of all author books slowly one by one on Instagram and YouTube. All the book trailers which have been provided by authors, they have been posted on our Instagram channel, on our YouTube channel. So you can say that many book clubs they have an eye on us too because we are doing everything for free. That is the thing, main thing. Because when I started, people were asking me money for interviews, and when I joined your link, I saw that it was only 4 or 5 views on Instagram. So what is this? I'm paying you 500 rupees, and you are just giving me 4 or 5 views on your live interview. Is this what I am working for? Is this what I am paying for? Is this what I is asked for?
It is
So I
usually.
decided to add a bigger platform for each and every author who joins our community, stay loyal to us, and follow, of course, all the rules and regulations in our community. So that was also the main, you can say, reason why I quit this community. Because I was fed
And
up
while
of
we
all people asking for money.
And while we talked so much about money and incentives, you have a whole team of people engaging and managing this club. You talked about your managers who impose the rules, who filter out the people who are coming and asking for invitations, who conduct the interviews, who promote the channel, of who promote the other authors, materials. Now this is whole social media thing, the graphics design thing, the website thing that is coming up. Where does the money come for all of this? You have provided everything for free for the authors and the readers, but the setup of everything does require money. So tell us something about the funding.
The funding is coming from my ego because the people who pinged me that they want money for interviews, they want money for art shows, they are the people who pushed me to spend money on this entire, you can say, community. Right now, I am funding it all by myself. I've had 8 general managers, one technical manager, another event manager, field manager, promotion manager, creative manager who will manage our Instagram, and then we have house manager. We have what you can say, these 2 3 managers more. I forgot the name. We have 8 managers who are managing my entire community, and I'm paying them 1,000 rupees per month as of now. And this salary will increase, of course, every month upon introduction of more and more members. As we grow, their salary will increase. So right now, I'm you can say funding everything from my side. I'm doing promotion all from my side. Even the annual award show, I've kept a budget of about 1 lakh rupees. Yes, right now it's 1 lakh rupees, but slowly and slowly, if we get suppose more funding, it's all everything is optional. You don't have nobody has to give any money. But if someone wants to donate, we'll open the donation box. Then we can increase the budget of the annual award show. So the incentives which from my end I have kept about to 5,000 rupees right now, that will increase to much more higher money. So everything is optional for all authors, all members. And right now I'm funding it because I can afford it. And I want to remove all the bad elements from this field because right now I am seeing that this field is going down and down, and I want to get it on the top like it was before earlier in the 90s. You can say, yeah.
Now, this is something I have never even imagined. Someone making a community out of their own expense just to make the healthy version of what a true book club should be, and not just a place for promotions and advertisements. Now, I really commend you for this, and of course, I am very proud to be a member of this community, and I'll see how much this community can grow with your guidance and your vision. But moving forward, we have a lot of questions. I can't even keep track of so many questions that are pouring in the chat, both on Instagram and YouTube. So just give us a few moments. People who are writing incessantly. I mean, thank you so much for giving your
Quality manager. Yeah, my
attention and
quality
writing
manager
so
can
many
literally
questions.
follow the quality manager.
Yeah. Okay. So let me take one question. So Geeta Sharma has asked on YouTube, why did you
Yeah.
think of WhatsApp as there is Instagram and Telegram and other channels as well?
Pardon? Can you repeat the question?
The question is, why did you think of creating this community on WhatsApp while there is Instagram and Telegram?
Yeah. Because I always wanted to create something new. There were already book clubs on Instagram, book clubs on YouTube, but there was not a single book club which was working with so much, you can say, so much global level. In a global level, there was not a single community on WhatsApp. So I decided to create this WhatsApp community because in WhatsApp everybody is active. In sometimes on YouTube or on Instagram, we are not always that often as we are on WhatsApp. So I decided to create something which is very close to each and every individual. If suppose someone is getting disturbed, they can simply go to the room and leave the room, leave the room, leave the room. You can just change the community, leave all the rooms. If suppose you have a weekend, you are free, or after a month even you are free, you join the room again. No restrictions on anyone. So anyone can enjoy any day. It's like also it's very addictive. First of all, let me tell you, the community has become very addictive because there are 16 rooms. Each and every room has different purpose. All the members, as I told that they cannot do any promotion. Let me tell you, there is a Sunday. Sunday is the fun day where everybody can promote anything in main room. In main room, we have more than 500 to 600, 500 members as of now. So if suppose we should give them also one chance, the readers, they want to promote their profile, they want to promote their work, they want to promote their job. So one day we have kept for them too, because otherwise it will not be feasible to maintain all those members, and because they should also get something benefit. So keeping that in mind, why should only authors get all the benefits in my community? All the readers, bookstagrammers, reviewers, they should also get the benefit. So for them, I created a Sunday, a day where everybody can post their promotion in a room, only on that day. All other days, it is completely restricted to promote your work. Only the authors can promote their books, and that do not market their books. Just promote and let the readers know what they have created.
That is great. We have another question from Kriti Arts. What strategies do you use to encourage quieter members to share their thoughts?
For studies quiz, of course, I conduct random quizzes. I conduct a quiz to ask people. The quiz is half of the time the quiz is on community, so that I make sure that all the people read all the room bios. First of all, each and every person should read all room bio, because in that room bio everything is mentioned in that particular room, what you can do, what you cannot do. If these things are not there, then of course anybody will come to any room, type anything, then it will completely haphazard with so many members. If there are 50 members, then it is okay. But with 600 members, you cannot maintain such environment, atmosphere. And believe me, every day 10 people are coming. So you can see that 1 month later, from 600, we'll move to 1200. And I don't know where it will end, because at one point of time, maybe I will have to stop the entry, or I don't know, or let it continue if it's running healthy.
Yeah, all depends on how people take it. What is the how people maintain the decorum and how the community grows and how everybody is reacting. Now, I
Yes.
have one more question for you. Do you see the club becoming so successful and exclusive that you need to put membership fees in place? You already talked about a kind of fine that if a person leaves the community and then wants to come back, they will have to give a token amount. That is okay, but maybe in the future, maybe the other book clubs that are charging maybe 5,000 rupees for an entry. Is it somewhere that TLB would go anytime?
No, not ever, not forever. Means not ever. Any member can join the community for first time for free, and they will get permanent lifetime membership. That is the main goal of creating this community. I do not want anyone to pay anything to join this community. As I saw in other clubs, you have to give 500 rupees for entry into the club. That is what I hated the most, and that is what inspired me to full fund it on my own and create this TLB. That is the main aspect only. Why will I ask money from members for joining it? But of course, if you are leaving it and joining again, that is increasing our workload, my manager's workload, and for that, I have to give the managers my salary, and that will be funded and donated in that way. So that is the main thing. You can join for free. Anybody can join for free for the first time. No restrictions on anyone, not ever, not forever.
That's great. That's great. And let's hope this continues, and that let's hope people keep joining
Yeah.
and people keep engaging. Another question: what are some common challenges your book club has faced, and how did you overcome them?
As I told you, the rule number one and rule number three, those two are the main challenges. Rule number one was people texting in community to other members without permission. So we have initiated a program to that members will report that the following members are doing promotion by sending them directly text. Then they will get the incentives, something like that. Rule number one was the most challenging. Rule number three has become challenging now. Because there are many authors who have written their books in Hindi and they want to type in Hindi and they want to put posts which are in Hindi or in other sub language. That I cannot allow because once if I allow a person to text in Hindi or in any other language, everybody will start doing it, and the community's health will completely deteriorate. So these two challenges, maintaining the English as common medium and preventing people from violating rule number one, has been the most challenging for them.
Yeah, rule number one is sacrosanct. It cannot be violated.
Yeah.
Divyanshi says, "Sir, shout out to the managers." You already mentioned the
Yeah,
manager
I
managers
I'm,
posts.
I'm really I'm really happy with the performance of my managers. Right now, I'm training them since last 15 days, and I think the training will go on for another 15 or 20 days. So I believe after 1 month of training, which I am providing them to each and every manager on each and every step, they will turn out to be very successful and they will have a bright future with me as I move along. My quality manager, she is doing a perfect job in maintaining the quality of community. Quality in terms of selecting the authors, selecting the members who are entering the annual award show. My promotion manager, she is doing a very wonderful job by promoting the community with coming with innovative ideas. She has created a room and doing sort of things which is healthy for the community. Then we have a field manager who is maintaining all the guidelines in the room, all the verification of each and every member who is entering the community. Then we have creative manager, of course, the most talented one. She has been brilliant. She has now she is also the Instagram handler of our community. She is doing a wonderful job creating all the posters and all, and valuable giving us a valuable time. Then we have a technical manager who is doing a wonderful job on maintaining our YouTube channel, and I'm grateful to him for providing this service. Of course, right now I'm not getting any salary this month, but after the first month, people will start getting their salary because it's training time now. And believe me, those managers are working without any salary for the first month in trial with their full effort. We even have our operation manager. She is handling all our author of the week room, book of the week room, all our daily competition rooms, and she is doing it pretty well as of now. Then we have our backup manager because many managers, they can go anytime on leave. So to maintain that, we need a backup manager who is efficient in all rooms. She is, and with time, I have observed that she has become efficient in maintaining most of the rooms. And then we have house manager. House manager, she maintains the Instagram room. In Instagram room, we have all the posts, all the links, profile links of all the members of our community. Whenever the member joins the community, he has to drop his Instagram profile link in the Instagram room from where everybody can follow them. So in a way, everybody is gaining something. You are gaining the followers too, and that too genuine followers who are related to this field, not the random followers who are just who came here to follow and follow.
With your response, I think you have just outlined how diverse and how big your organization is. We are only talking about a book club which is at this moment only online. We haven't even started going offline or doing events and everything, and still you have around a dozen people who are actually managing and organizing everything. And hats off to you for your vision and for your organizational capacity. Have you done an MBA or something in HR? Your organization and leadership capacity is mind blowing.
Yes, yeah. That is my community is also working because I selected the managers not randomly. Nobody is related to me. I have not even seen the managers in real life. Believe me. Only one person, the girl whom I gave 15 books for initial promotion. Only that girl is the only person I have seen in my real life in this entire community. So there is also event manager. She's managing the events which is held on Sundays and all. So these all
That's
managers,
that's
they are not
amazing.
picked
That's
randomly. I have picked them after a thorough investigation on their activity in the community since last 2 months, since the day it was created, since the day they entered the community. I saw that they were providing service to community without any expectation from me that I'll give them money for this, I'll give them incentive for this. They carried out on their own. They started bringing members, they started bringing authors to this community, and that was genuine ones. They started loving the community, and that's what I needed in my manager. I wanted my managers to love my community, not just for sake of money. That was the main thing in hiring my managers, and I think I'm happy on myself only that I found so good managers who are working so wonderfully well and doing a good job.
so. Here is a shout out for all the managers organizing this this club, and all of you. Good job. You deserve a promotion. You deserve a round of applause. You deserve an ovation. Moving on, we have another question. How do you handle books that might be controversial or have sensitive themes? This is again from Pretty Arts, but I would like to, modify this question a bit. uh, there are books in all types of genres. There are books which trigger warnings which ran maybe 2 pages or 3 pages long of only trigger warnings. There can be books which are too controversial to be published by any traditional publishing house. So, do you think you are going to put any restriction of any kind on any author who has written a book which may be, in the strictest terms, be called controversial?
That aspect has not come yet into my community. When it will come, then maybe I will discuss it with my managers because now it has become so global and so big that I try to take most of the suggestions from my managers, and also we conduct a poll from all the members in the community. Then we see the major polls. One more thing, let me tell you how my community flourished because most of the decisions which I made, even the English language as the common medium, it was decided on a poll basis. I did not, as the head, simply straight away enforce the law. Yeah, you have to do this, you have to do that. I took the suggestion, means you can say I conducted a poll in the community, and as per the polls, we are following all the most of the uh, rules and regulations. So that is what is keeping this community alive too. So in future, if any author comes whose work is, you can say, having a controversy, then at that time we conduct a poll, and it should be the majority because I cannot decide on my own each and everything because maybe sometimes I may be wrong. I may not be 100% correct all the time. So I need to take suggestions from all, and then I'll use my own logic and reasoning, and then come to a final conclusion.
That is lovely. And there is another question saying, how has creating this community and running this community, this book club, affected your personal life and family life?
It's made very busy. Actually, I have been very busy since last 2 months because every time I have to check if anybody is violating any rule. I have to check all the profiles, verify all the profiles. My managers, they when they started coming from last 15 days, they are active right now from last 15 days. Now my workload has shared to almost 20%. Otherwise, earlier I had to do all the things myself. All the workload of all 8 managers, and extra work on my own time. So that was very hectic for me. For last 15 days, I have been a little relaxed. I can trust them to handle most of the works. A little bit is still left because soon I will go out of India from the month of November. Then I shall not be available all the time. And then my managers, I hope they will successfully maintain the and my community. I shall be there to check and guide once a day when I will be at home, but not all the time.
No, having a team like this is essential for a organization, for a enterprise that is this diverse and this widespread. Now, we will. I think if we start reading all the comments and taking all the questions, will be sitting here till the evening. But yeah, but I have one last thing to talk about. How would you like our viewers, those of them who are not yet the members of this club, how would you like them to come and become a part of this community, become a part of this group? What would you tell them to have them come to us?
To all my viewers who are not yet a part of my community, I will tell you that you can join here for free. There is no entry fee. Come here, look at our rooms, look at our room bios, look and see what you can post, what you cannot post. If you like our community, if you like how it is working, if you like it is healthy for you as well in your as per your schedule, then you can stay. If you don't like, you can leave. That is everything is optional for you. Even you can leave the rooms and join again as per your schedule. And the benefits, what all benefits you will get? Let me state it clearly for all authors. All authors will get to know many other authors which are published. They will get to know all the readers, Instagrammers who all are not only in India but all around the globe. Their popularity will increase. People will know their names, and once they know their name, then they will be excited enough to know about their book. That is the main thing. We as author, we don't have a fan following so much that people will read our book unless and until they know us personally. So to create a personal bond, this community is built. If suppose someone in community likes our author, they will buy their book or they will means they recommend it to their friends. That's the main thing. For readers, if you join here, you will get to know all other authors of our community, all other authors who are out there in the world, real world. You can connect with them and you can even see their Instagram profiles. The authors can see your Instagram profile, and if you are a reviewer, if the authors like your reviews, they can contact you. Even they can give you a giveaway if they want. Nobody has to ask for a giveaway in my community from any author. You can do so on Instagram if you like. I am taking in charge. I am taking responsibility of WhatsApp, not other apps, because in Instagram I cannot control the entire scenario. The community headquarters is at WhatsApp, so WhatsApp is my responsibility. And when you join my community, rest assured your everything will be safe, and of course you will get many benefits in future because slowly and slowly each and every member is getting a profile highlight on our Instagram page. You can see winner of debate competition week one, like that. We have many incoming in line. We have photography competition. Last week Sanskriti won a photography competition. Debate competition was won by our author Sheher Rashid. Sheher Rashid was the author who won our debate competition week one. Then we have author of the week's posters on our Instagram page. All the people can see who are the authors, their books, their book trailers are on YouTube. So as a reader, as an author, you get all the benefits completely free. Enter here completely free. Like it if you like. Stay in the community if you like the community. Leave the community if you don't like the community. But if you leave once and if you want to join back, then of course there will be a fine for increasing our workload. I'm sorry for that.
And there is a one thing that is very much repeated. Kriti, Khushi, Vanshika, Geeta, everybody is saying, "Sing for us." Will you sing a song for us?
You want to sing? I say, okay, I have a degree in music. It does not mean I can sing. Actually, I have a degree in music, grade 4 from Trinity College of London in guitar music. So if you want me to sing, let me get my guitar.
Oh, great, great,
One,
great.
one second.
Yes. So, while our guest, who has very graciously agreed to sing and play the guitar for us, while he's getting his oh yes, there is back.
Yes,
Sing, sing,
actually,
sing, sing,
I
sing.
started to build my All India musicians community too, but it was not so successful because not many musicians I am in contact with. So I'm not able to add those. But in future, I hope to create an All Indian musicians community, and then there will be a community for painters, and most probably after a few years, I will try to merge an All India artist community, in which there will be all readers, authors. There will be separate platforms for musicians, for painters, for authors. Everything will be united. That is my goal for the future. But let's see. Right now, we have to make one of them successful first. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Excited.
Actually, it's out of tune. I have not played it for a long time, so now I will have to tune it. So I'll just give you a rough idea. for a long time, so I just give you a general idea. I will sing when I'll be ready. You should have texted me before. If you wanted to hear my sing, I can sing a few songs like Coldplay, one or two songs. I'll prepare it for next time, part two interview, whenever it will be held in future.
But oh, okay, okay, okay. Thank you so much. You brought your guitar here on screen for us. That is something nobody, even the people who are on live on watching live, they are saying that they didn't expect you to actually start singing and playing your guitar. But thank you so much. Thank you so much for this. We have a time. We have some time for a few more questions and comments. But all the comment rooms are filled with amazing, damn, amazing. It was such a fun interview. Sing, whoa,
I
very
will sing, but
nice.
next time you should inform me accordingly in headquarters. Then I'll
Yes,
prepare
yes,
a
yes.
song
This
because
was
I'm
certainly not the part of
uh,
the interview that we planned,
also having
but
my guitar. And my guitar is now right now out of tune. I'll have to tune my guitar out.
yes, yes,
I
sir.
have an amplifier and everything. I can produce the entire band for you if you want.
Oh, great. We will set up the whole audio thing, and yes, for the next session whenever we sit with Sharad again, we'll have a music as well as all our questions taken. Last two questions. First question again from Kriti. Kriti has been very active in the YouTube chat. What has been the most surprising or unexpected reaction from a member about your book or about any book?
The most thing is they never expected that it will be different ending for a man and different ending for a boy. As I told you, if a man is reading it, it will be a complete different ending for him. If a girl is reading it, it will be a complete different ending for him. So if and also there's separate criteria. If you are 18 years, it will be a different feeling for you. If you are 20 years, it will be a different feeling for you while reading the book. It's not each and every line is made by me and perfected by me in such a way with such hard work that it conveys something different entirely. So
that is something which is coming again and again with regards to your book, and it is making me too intrigued to actually start reading your book. And yeah, okay, it's going to be an interesting ride. I'm sure. Last question. Last question for the session, because we can sit here whole day talking, but and people will actually listen, but we should actually wrap up. Last question from my side. You have written earlier, but you did not publish your work because it was, in your own words, not ready, maybe. And then you wrote something else. You resonated with the writing resonated with you so much that even after dozens of reiterations and revisions, you are still on board with your writing. So that is when you decided to actually publish. That is all good. Now, what would your one suggestion, one advice be to any budding author, anyone who is thinking about writing, or maybe he or she is too hesitant to bring their words to the paper? What will your one advice be?
the one advice will be write it if you love it. Because if you are not loving it, what you will write, then you cannot produce the emotion. Your writing should have an emotion, you should have a feeling. If your writing does not have an emotion or feeling, it is worthless. My first writing, which I wrote in college, that was worthless, completely worthless. It didn't have any emotion. It just had normal thriller, normal storyline, and everything. But then I got my emotion, I got my motivation, and I wrote the book. You should be able to read your own book thousands, hundreds of times at least. I read my only 20, let me see, when I reached 100. But at least 20 times I read my book. Of course, 20 times, 30 times I read while editing it. That is a different part. I'm not talking about the editing process. I'm talking about the process when you're reading your complete published book again and again to see and to even remember all the things which you might have forgot, which you might have missed, which you want to improve in your next book. So your writing should have emotion and feeling. And unless and until you have that emotion, you cannot proceed. Have the topic first. The topic is the main thing. If you select any particular topic randomly and you start writing after thinking for a few days, yeah, this topic I like it, I should write on this topic, then it's not worth it. You have to think it very clearly. What is this? The book.
So no, I'm just sharing the screen, the cover of your book, so that everybody
Yes,
can
I
see.
can see that. This is my book, The Sugarlake Tragedy. I have kept it in a very controlled way so that it will not fall off on the wall for you guys to see. Because I did not have anything to hang it, so I created a wall of my books, and you can see it's hanging. The top one is hanging right on top.
Yeah, one of the best things to have, one of the must things to have in your room, if you are an author or a reader, is a good bookshelf. So even I don't have a bookshelf at this moment. All my books are either on Kindle or stored in one of my drawers. So let's hope that next time we meet, we will each have a good bookshelf behind us. So that is a promise that we can make to each other. And with this, uh, let us hear your final thoughts and before we close this meeting.
My final thoughts is welcome to TLB, anyone. You are welcome here as long as you follow all the rules for the safety and security of all our numbers and profiles. We are here to warmly welcome you in our rooms. We will help you in any form. You can contact anyone, any of our managers for any help. We are here to promote for you. We are here to do everything for you. All you have to do is join, be active or not, that is upon you. But be good. Follow the rules. That is the most thing. That is the most sincere thing that you should do from your side. And believe me, I'm funding everything from my side as of now, and I will carry it all for you. And I hope all of us together succeed, not just me. If I want to succeed on my own, I can succeed only to a certain level. But if I take all of you together, all the authors, all the members, all the readers, all the bookstagrammers, all the reviewers together, believe me, everyone knows everybody has at least 10 or 20 contacts. We'll reach to a global level, and that will be our everyone's expectations. Each of us, each one of us will get a global recognition one day, and then that will be a very big landmark for all of us.
Thank you for your inspiring words. And yes, we need to learn with each other. We need to learn from each other. We need to let each other grow, and we need to grow with each other. And with this, we bring this very exciting session to an end. Of course, in the chat room, we can see that nobody wants this meeting to end.
Yeah.
But yes,
One,
we should. Yeah, 1 hour, 1 hour is kind of good. And yes, so thank you so much, Sharad, for being with us, for taking your time, and for talking in such great details about your book and also about this TLB club. Excited to talk to you again, and that's all for today. People who have joined from either YouTube or Instagram, thank you for being with us. Thank you for listening to us, and thank you for your wonderful comments and wonderful questions throughout the session. Thank you so much. Have a nice Sunday. Have a good day, and stay literate. Take care. Bye bye.
thank you, Dr. Atul. Thank you for having me.
Bye bye. Okay.
Are we disconnected?
Uh, I'm ending the screen.